If anyone can notice it because of the high def, they can just see which video was filmed first and which one second by the length of sweat on our shirts.
It's a sweat line of chronological time.
Right.
Like one of Fowler's videos that the shirts change in the middle of it.
Yeah.
That's staying in, damn it, Fowler.
Clownie Nerf.
What's up, everyone? Griever here, along with Clownie, the Laughing Lionheart Coalition, although today it's the Sweaty Lionheart Coalition.
Greasy!
Because it's summer, and whether we filmed in my workshop or outside, we were still going to be sweaty messes. But this is going to be a review of the Chronobarrel.
All I can think of it right now is the episode of Very Odd Parents when Timmy's mom gets the power to cook well, and they do the Iron Chef. It's like, I am the Alpha Loaf! But first, let's go frolic in the sausage fields! I feel so crazy!
Yeah, tis a moist afternoon, day after APOC in New Jersey.
Not a word.
But yeah, Clownie picked me up a Modulus Chronobarrel because I am either too cheap or just never really have the funds to actually get a Chrony. But Clownie does have a Chrony, so what we're going to do in this
Thank you, Fowler.
In this video is we're going to see how well this stacks up to an actual chronograph. So
we got kind of high hopes, but we're going to try to see if we can wreck it with this. And if this doesn't work, we're going to wreck
see if we can wreck it with this.
That. This is the one that the Evan B and the Hooligans crew sent out. Chappie, Hooligans, love. Thank you very much, guys, for this. So there will be a review on this eventually. Count this for as a partial one for now. We'll put the specs and stuff down below for this. And then that, if nobody knows what this is, that is a Plusbow. This was the equivalent of the arms race. But essentially, this was like the Portal Aperture arms race of 19-something, 2000-something.
Yeah, like 2009.
Like the best thing you could possibly buy, and now they're kind of like antique Miatas, except not a Miata, because no self-respecting. Well, at least it's not. Well, at least it's not a. You actually don't have any orange on the actual tip of your barrel.
Yeah, you do.
No, it's on the edges. So you just don't get shot from the side.
I was not painting the front of the barrel.
Anyways, what Griever said.
Yeah.
What are we using for testing, Griever?
We're going to start off with a standard test. I have here a Demolisher, which is completely bone stock. We're going to put 9 rounds through the barrel of the Chronobarrel.
I see an immediate problem.
What?
Put a missile in, Griever.
Oh, yeah. Well, eventually this will be modded and this ain't got to be there, but that's besides the point. But yeah, we're going to put 9 through here, see what our average is, and then we're going to put 9 through on the actual chronograph. So the way it works is you have these 3 buttons here and then a switch here with the 3 things. Obviously that one's power on and off. The first one is this down. This is actually a countdown. It starts off at 6, so it actually also counts as a dart count, as a ammo counter as well. But it will also still give you your FPS there. And then if you put it to up, this is actually reading FPS and how many shots you've actually taken. You can do, when you have it on the down, these plus and minuses actually raise your numbers. So if you wanted to go up to, hopefully this will show, like a 12 dart clip, you would just put it right there. If you wanted to, say, put a 12 dart and you went to 14 by accident, you just do that to bring it back down. Or if you switch it back to...
That's nice that you can actually set it to something other than a Nerf round.
Yeah.
Magazine.
Yeah, because like say you have a Busby in there. Now you can set it to 8. And then the circle button is just a reset. So it resets everything.
Or a modified Han Solo blaster, and you're just really bad at counting.
Or that. So I'm going to put it on the up so we can actually maintain what it's going at. So let's see.
Alright, you're good. Headphones.
Okay, headphones, because this is loud. So with the exception of the first one, it actually did pretty well. So it showed it firing. With the first one, that was like a low blow or a low round. But overall, it measured out pretty good. It was hitting elite ranges, which is what, the 72 and 76
Something
FPS.
like that. We'll pull an average up on the screen here.
Yeah, I'll edit in post edit, so you'll see it there. So now let's actually go over to the Chrony and see what it actually will read at through there.
Okay, I don't actually have a adapter on this thing. It's part of the wonderful kit. So we're going to give this a shot and see how many times I think I can screw this up. So headphone warnings, because I believe this is like 180s or something like that. I can't remember what they said. The specs will be up on the screen. And now Plusbow versus
The Chrony.
the Chrony.
The Chronobarrel.
Can't see yet. All right, up a little. Give it a try.
Didn't read.
No dice.
$2.92.
292.
One more.
One round left. So it doesn't get up there with numbers, at least.
292. I think it was the same thing.
Ah.
I think I can. Yeah.
Got one more?
Yeah, we'll do one more.
What are you firing out of that?
These are homemade number 6 slug washers. Didn't read.
Ah.
Okay, so unfortunately, as with everything, there are always hiccups. The chronograph actually is not working. We cannot get anything to read through.
If for some reason the front sensor is not censoring or registering the time frame, it's registering errors, but it's not going off all at once, which is a little bit of a shame because I troubleshot through it, so I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm relatively sure it's something stupid and I'm just missing it.
Yeah, but unfortunately, due to time constraints of he's got to get home, I have things to do, unfortunately, and it is hot as anything outside. We are going to go with this in regards to the Chronobarrel. I think it's actually kind of accurate.
Yeah, we tested one, a chrono, which was similar to the Precision Cadwell that I have, that was at APOC
yesterday.
And it was getting numbers about what he was getting before when we tested the other stuff, but in degrees about 2 or 3 feet per second. So,
yeah, what we did is night before APOC, when Clownie first got to my house, we decided to play around with it a little bit just to see what we can get through it. Seeing is it was hard to like really kind of read anything properly. What I did is I had actually put it on my Retaliator, where we were able to get it lined up fairly well, and it was actually reading the shots. That was reading at about a 103 and a 104 on 2 shots. We put 2 shots through the Retaliator yesterday at the Chronograph at APOC, and that hit about 101, 102. So there's only about a 2 to 3 foot per second difference between that chrono reading and the Chronobarrel.
we did discover something strange, or the Griever did. When we tested it with the Plusbow, we got the same reading two or three times.
Yeah,
And then we ran a worker dart through it, and it came out.
It counted.
error.
Yeah, it counted. I did fire a worker dart. I did this off camera, but I fired a worker dart through it, and it counted the read through the barrel, and I know it went through the barrel because it went from, you can't see it, but it went from my door over there into the woods behind me. So it went through cleanly. It registered that it went through, but it was zeroed out. I'm thinking the Chronobarrel, and if anyone can prove me wrong on it, definitely let us know in the comments below. I think the Chronobarrel actually maxes out at 292.3 feet per second, because I had gotten 2 readings on the Plusbow, the exact same measurements. And yes, you can get duplicate measurements, but I'm also using homemade darts.
Yeah, the homemade stuff is, if everybody's unfamiliar with it, because we use hot glue and stuff, it is horribly inconsistent. The parts themselves are consistent, but the amount the way they're put together winds up with inconsistencies in the weight of the darts. And being the fact that they're metal and metal in the way we use them, they're obviously a little heavier than the worker darts, so they would be a bit slower.
Yeah. So I may do a little bit more testing, and if I do figure anything, if I do see any other differences, I'll definitely put them in the notes like here. But yeah, it was the joys of nature. I mean, at least from what I can see, I think it does have a cap on it, but you know, your mileage may vary as well anyway, so.
We're out here suffering and your neighbors have a pool.
Yeah. If we had a pool, we'd be doing this from the pool, but unfortunately I don't yet. But
your neighbors have one.
I know. I don't think they would have let us film in their pool.
Possession is 9/10 the law.
No. We put the fence back up after the tree fell, so therefore we do not have shared yards anymore.
Yeah, well, good fences make good neighbors, good pools make good friends, and hot tub makes things to regret.
Yep, there is. At least it's not as big as the flies yesterday. But that's a story for another day. So, thank you everyone.
This may have been edited on a wrap up.
Anyway, thank you everyone for joining us for this video. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, throw us a like and subscribe. Let us know what you think of the Chronobarrel down below. If you've had some good readings with it, if you've done your own testing, definitely let us know. Or if you've actually hit a cap on it, you know, put a comment down below. Also, don't forget to click that little bell icon. Otherwise, you may not know when me and Arlene post up stuff, or when Clownie posts up stuff or goes live, because he does it a hell of a lot more than I do. And again, thank you everyone for joining us, and we will see you in another video. Later.
Peace.